Shalom Yasharala. We're going to start out by giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. All right, this is a quick impromptu. It's not going to be long. Us brothers, we're just having a dialogue. We're talking about the Passovers amongst us. And, you got to be getting the spirit that the nation of Israel was in, that great dreadful night. All right? People was fearing the Lord. The Lord gave us a commandment what to do, so those that angel of death didn't come and kill our firstborn, because this time in the second Egypt, whereas the Lord killed the firstborn and everything, this time he's coming through and he's going to kill every fucking body that does not have a market exemption, old and young, firstborn all the way down to the lastborn. Okay, so right now us as being servants of Yahweh Shem Shah, we are fully persuaded in our minds, and we believe we're supposed to be doing what the Lord told us to do. In Luke the 12th chapter, he told us to prepare ourselves. The servant that don't prepare himself will be beat with many stripes. So we're supposed to be preparing ourselves for this turbulent time that's about to come upon us. All right, start off with that precept, brother.
This is Exodus chapter 12, verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin.
All right, it's talking about the blood from the Passover lamb with no blemish. You die. Give me what that is, John 1:29, real fast. We're gonna show what the blood represents today. Bring it out, all right?
And it reads, it says, and strike the lintel and the two sides and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin.
All right, and that's the blood from the Passover lamb with no blemish. Come on.
And none of you shall.
And that blood is a precursor. It's a shadow for what was to come. Okay, it represented something that was to come, and we're going to get that for you. Bring it out.
And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
All right, so the Lord gave us specific instructions what to do for the Passover. All right, and in these modern times, we have those same instructions. It's just we have to bring them out in a different way. All right, that was a shadow for things to come. Now we're fully enveloped into the fulfillment of what the Lord was telling us to do back then. Bring it out, all right?
Verse 23, it says, for the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
All right, and the Lord look at 2/3 of our people as Egyptians. Anybody that didn't conform to this decree, guess what? It wasn't just the Egyptians died on that night. If you had an Israelite and he didn't put no blood on his doorpost, guess what happened to his firstborn? He got killed. Okay? And you always have Israelites that are disobedient. You got the brother brought up the precept earlier. The multitude that was born in vain. All right? You have a multitude of Israelites that are born in vain. The book of Timothy said in a great house, you got silver, gold, and then you got those earthen vessels of wood and so on and so forth that are created to be burnt. Okay? Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door.
All right? So that doorpost and that blood, that doorpost represents our minds. Okay? And that blood represents Yahweh's redemptive blood. Give me that John 1:29, bro.
It's John 1:29. The next day, John seeth Yahweh coming unto him, and saith, behold, the Lamb of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which taketh away the sin of the world.
All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's that lamb without blemish that took away the sins of the world. And how do we put his blood on our doorposts? Give me John 1:14 in the same chapter. This is how we put his blood on the doorposts of our mind.
Got a quick one for you. Back up here. Literally just said it. This is 1 Peter 1:19. It says, but with the precious blood of Hamashiach, Yahushai, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
Right. And the way he's manifesting these last times for us is through his word. All right, that's what we're about to bring out. His word became flesh. So what do we do with that word? We put it in our medullas, obligatus. No, your frontal lobe is where you hold information, I think. I'm not trying to be a scientist, but I think That's what that's for. Bring out that John 1 and 14.
All right, John 1 and 14. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. The glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
All right. The word became flesh. Yahushua is the word. All right. So the blood of our doorpost is what means. The doorpost is our mind. So we're supposed to put this word in our mind. And when the angel of death come over, all right, everybody that has this doctrine, he's gonna pass over you. All right, let's prove it. Give me 1 Timothy 4 and 16. Let's prove it. Everybody that have this doctrine that's living according to it, not sucking and driving with it in truth and sincerity. You're living according to it in truth and sincerity. When these same angels of death come over Egypt, the Lord is going to have mercy. Bring it out.
You said 14? 1 Timothy 4 and 14?
4 and 16.
16. All right, so 1 Timothy 4 and 16 says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine.
Unto the doctrine, all right? The doctrine is Yahushua. The word is Yahushua. All right? So the Lord, the blood brother Paul was giving Timothy instructions.
And I knew him not.
All right, Salakia. He was giving Timothy instructions how to dwell over the church, how to preside over the church. And he told him to pay attention to the doctrine. All right, let's see what this doctrine does. Bring it out.
It says continue in them.
Continue in them, teach them, and live them. Don't be just hear of the word, but do of the words. Bring it out.
For in doing this, thou shalt save thyself. It's like thou shalt save both thyself and them that hear thee.
All right, so what are you getting saved for? The angel of death. Okay, that's what you're getting saved for. You're getting saved from captivity. You're going to get delivered out of America. But when the overcoming scourge comes over this modern day Egypt, all right, when the Lord let those four winds overtake this place, what are you going to get saved from? This doctrine from these angels of death that's going to kill everybody this time. Give me Ezekiel 9 and start it. No, we're gonna start at the top. We're gonna start at the top.
All right, Ezekiel 9 from the top.
And then you hold Psalms 57 and 1.
Okay.
Bring
He
it
cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near.
All right, now the ones that have charge over the city to draw near. America is a great city. According to the scriptures, when it says cities, it would be talking about a nation. All right, Babylon is a city. America is a city. Okay, when you talk about how things were done in the ancient world. Okay, so he said, come over the city. Now these angels, these people that he's talking about, these men that he's talking about in Ezekiel the 9 chapters, are archangels, angels that's coming to kill, angels of death. What they call it? These are grim reapers he's talking to. Bring it out.
I said the reapers of the angels. That kind of.
Yeah, come.
Even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand.
Now these grim reapers have weapons, sickles, destroying weapons in their hands. So they come into what? Bring forth calamity, atrocities, death, great death. Bring it out, brother.
And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate,
Come on.
which lieth toward the north.
And what that scripture in Job say? I'll get delivered from 6 troubles. Yeah, 7. You see what I'm saying? All right. That's why we need the blood of our doorposts, because the Lord's going to let them have their way. As we about to see. Bring it out.
And every man a slaughter weapon in his hand.
Yeah, slaughter weapon. All right. So these are grim reapers. This is talking about grim reapers. Bring it out.
And one man among them was clothed with linen.
Come
with
on.
the writer's inkhorn by his side.
And one of them was just documenting everything he was saying. He was documenting all this death, all this rape, all this trauma, all this kind of cannibalism. Bring it out.
And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar.
All right, bring it out. That's before Yahweh Shema shot, because Yahweh is giving all these commands. Bring it out.
And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub.
Come on.
Whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house.
Come on.
And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side.
Come on.
And the word of Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that saw you cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. slay utterly old and young.
Kill everybody. So this time he didn't say in ancient Egypt when he said kill the firstborn. This time he say kill every fucking body. Kill old women, kill young women, kill old men, kill young children, young men, and even, I'm gonna take it a step further, kill infants, kill adolescents. No one's exempt. Bring it out, brother.
Both maids and little children.
Little children. The Lord is being very animated and explicit. All right. In this society, it's a great travesty when you talk about killing children. All right. But our Heavenly Father, the power of heaven and earth, El Shaddai, he say, kill their little asses. Because he look at them as spirits. He don't look at them as little children like mortal men look at them. Bring it up.
And women.
Come on.
But come not near any man upon whom the mark. Whom is the mark?
All right. That mark is equivalent to blood on your doorpost. That's why you need to be preparing yourself and making sure you are in the faith. All right. You need to be sharpening your sword daily, giving attendance to reading daily, praying daily. All right. And making sure you're putting that blood all over your doorposts of your house, your mind. Okay. And this word is that mark. This word is the blood on your doorposts. All right. Because all of these angels of death are going to do what? Keep reading. He said, come not on them to have the mark. So when they come slaying old and young, guess what they're going to do? They're going to pass over the ones that have the mark. This doctrine. Bring it out.
And begin at my sanctuary.
And beginning at the men of the Lord. These guys in these faith camp playing with my doctrine. Teaching things they ought not teach. False prophets. Men making merchandise of sincere men. You know what? Then after we leave out of there, go to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Kill all their asses. Get them before you even get the heathen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. That's why right now we live in serious times. This just may as well be the last Passover on this side. All right. So you got to be putting yourself in that Passover spirit. That night was one great dreadful night. And it's a memorial that we'll always remember forever. But guess what? We're going to remember the one that go on here in America more so than we're going to remember that one. Because this one is going to be 10 times worse. This time when them angels with them destroying weapons come, they're going to kill way more than firstborns. Bring it up.
Billions of people.
Billions.
Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the court with the slain.
That's it on that.
I got a precept.
All right. And what I had you to hold, bring out that Psalms 57, then you bring out your precept.
Psalm 57. All right, this is Psalms 57:1. It says, be merciful unto me, O Yahweh.
All right, and Yahweh is merciful to us by giving us this doctrine of life. That's the mercy we got. He opened up what did it say? Blessed of your eyes because you understand. What that is in you see Matthew 13. You see what I'm saying?
Many wish to see but have not seen.
Yes. All right. So that's the mercy he's bestowed on us, this glorious gospel. Because other people hear this gospel and what? It don't reconcile with their spirit. The Lord has closed up their ears and blinded their eyes. All right. So that's the mercy and the mercy and the grace the Lord give us by giving us this doctrine, and we understand it. Bring it out.
Right. It's Psalms 57:1. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh. Be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee.
All right. The men of the Lord, that those demons are going to pass over, and the angels are going to pass over, those grim reapers are going to pass over, are the men that trusted in the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai's word. Bring it out.
It says, yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge.
All right, and that's what we're doing right now. That's when you're putting that blood on your doorpost, you're making Yahweh Shemashai your refuge, because guess what? Real fast, you get on Revelation 19 and 13.
Revelation 19 and 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of Yahweh.
And he's the Word of Yahweh. So we're putting our trust in what? The Word. That's how we're making him our refuge. Bring it up.
And the
No,
only,
that's for your diet. Not back to that,
Okay.
brother. I just wanted to bring out that quick precept.
Psalm 57:1, the latter end from the middle. It says, "Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed."
To these angels with these destroying weapons overpass. To these angels of death, these grim weepers overpass. He's going to comfort his servants. My servants shall eat, but they shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but they shall be thirsty. My servants shall be comforted, but they shall be in disarray. You see? And that's because brothers are dwelling in his word and living according to this word. Not being hearers only, but doers of this word. Okay? All right? All right, the brother just made it. All right, so
I can take it on.
yeah, I'll bring y'all precept. He got a precept and you bring yours up.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Oh, I did have one more precept. Yedaya. Colossians 1:9, because that's the that's that blood on our doorpost. All right.
okay, it's Colossians 1:9. For this cause we also, since the day
Speak up a little bit, brother.
for this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding.
This knowledge is the blood on your doorpost. This knowledge is what you need to put in your mind and live according to it. That's that mark that'll keep you exempt from judgment. When you live according to this knowledge. Bring it out.
That ye may walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing.
And when you work, when you get this knowledge, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna sign crap for the abominations going on around about you. All right? You're gonna be enduring this affliction. You're gonna be in this world, but not of this world. And the Lord is gonna see that, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's one of my hidden ones. Put that mark of exemption on it. This is the mark right here. Bring it out.
Being fruitful in every good work.
Being fruitful in every good work. The men that are out here prophesying. The men out here getting built up in the scriptures, being a light to the Gentiles. Bring it out.
And increasing in the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
See, this knowledge, that's the blood on the doorpost that's going to get us delivered here out of Babylon. And you know, we can't exclude that some brothers are going to be martyrs, but that knowledge is going to have you going to the guillotine with a smile. You're going to be trying to skip, like the brothers say. If they have a line going to the guillotine, you're going to be trying to skip because you know what awaits you.
And it's also be uplifting for brothers that's having a weak moment in that time. You know,
they see a brother trying to skip.
See, they could be like, "Nah, I'm good. You ain't got to skip me. Let's do this."
Paul was telling them, like, I'd rather be in the spirit world, really.
Yeah,
I'm gonna teach with y'all because I got to teach right now.
That's right. Those are the men that in that mindset, living according to his word and believing it wholeheartedly. When this what happened in ancient Egypt is about to happen here in America. America is modern day spiritual Egypt. Okay? The angel of death is about to come over this bitch and wreak havoc, and you're going to see death and destruction like you've never seen it before. Blood, guts, ass, and octane. Okay? It's about to be nasty in this bitch. And the men of the Lord are getting down under the Lord, and we want him to protect us till these calamities overpass, man. And we're telling others to do so also. All right? You know, we're telling righteous men to do so also, and then the Lord go tell us, give them warning from me, so their blood don't be on our hand. He told us to tell the wicked too. So when you told him, the Lord is so just in all his doings. You told him? All right, you told him. They blood not on your hands. Now I got their asses. I'm gonna torture their asses. They gonna learn. All right, they on their deathbed, and when they're dying, they're gonna be like, a prophet was amongst us.
You know, gonna bring it to their remembrance.
Yeah, bring it out. I think that's it on it, Yedaya. All right, now you bring out your own precept. So you take us out with yours.
1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And that's now I'm backing off what you were saying. You know, the men that's having this truth, having this word, and if you're not built up on your most holy faith, teaching this 100% truth, a judgment is gonna come. So that's why you have to be mindful of your sayings and this doctrine. All right, and it says, and if it first begin at us, for what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shai? All right. So if you're not obeying this truth, all right, and cold-heartedly seeking the Lord, you're ultimately gonna get put to death. You got it, bro.
This is going back yours. This Romans 5 and verse 8. It says, "But Yahweh commendeth his love toward us." That's that grace period that we're in right now. We got the opportunity to get right. It says, "In that while we were yet sinners, Hamashiach Yahushua died for us. Much more then, being now justified by his blood, we shall be saved from wrath through him." And the script was saying Leviticus, that blood maketh an atonement for the sins. Right, so he pretty much done covered us. Elect ain't got nothing to worry about. Lord willing, we those men.
Come.
That was it.
Beautiful precept. So Abba Rajazah, that was edifying to the hearers. We're gonna get infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and salutation to our fellow laborers in the Mashiach Yahweh Shah, pushing his true across the four winds, making their calling elections assured by abounding his labor of love. Shalom to you, brother.
Shalom.